What's up, car fanatics? Welcome back to Friends with Benefits Car Club, where we cover the latest automotive chaos so you don't have to. And I'm Ayo, your guide through the madness. Today's news is wild. First off, Trump was caught actually taking notes at Tesla's White House pop-up store, which raises so many questions. Meanwhile, Fisker Ocean owners are realizing they might be driving limited edition failures, but Rivian and Chase are here with a trade-in lifeboat before things get worse. Speaking of bad news, Tesla's European sales are free-falling. Mitsubishi released a new Xpander PHEV play that forgot to bring horsepower, and Nissan just declared a price war on the Toyota Supra. Oh, and one of China's biggest EV brands just said, "Nah, we're not coming to the US," probably because they didn't feel like fighting for a charging spot at Walmart. It's gonna be a fun one, so smash that like button and let's get into it. So apparently Tesla set up a pop-up store inside the White House, because why not? I mean, who doesn't love a little impromptu retail therapy between foreign policy briefings? But the real story isn't Tesla trying to impress Washington. It's that Donald Trump himself was seen taking notes during the presentation. Yes, notes on paper with a pen. I know, shocking. Now, what exactly was he writing down? Maybe a reminder to finally buy a Tesla and claim he invented it. Perhaps a sketch of a Trump Cybertruck with gold-plated rims and a casino inside? Or was he just jotting down, "Must tell Elon to fire more people"? The world may never know. One thing's for sure, Tesla's presence in the White House is interesting, considering how Elon and Biden's bromance has been about as warm as a Canadian winter. But hey, maybe this was a peace offering. Or maybe it was just Tesla flexing its influence. Either way, the thought of Trump scribbling notes like a college student cramming for finals is definitely the weirdest subplot of this week's automotive news. Mitsubishi has finally unveiled the Xpander HEV Play Limited Edition, and, well, it looks cool. But if you're expecting a performance boost, let me stop you right there. It still makes just 114 horsepower. That's right, 114 horsepower. To put that into perspective, a base model Honda Civic has more power, and so does your grandma's electric lawnmower. The Xpander HEV Play is supposedly aimed at younger buyers who want an affordable hybrid with some style. The problem? That style doesn't come with much substance. Sure, it has some flashy design elements, a unique color scheme, and maybe a slightly tweaked interior, but under the hood, it's still just an Xpander. Mitsubishi is playing the fuel efficiency card here, claiming that this hybrid is more about economy than performance. Fair enough. But in a world where even budget EVs are pushing 200 plus horsepower, launching a fun car with barely enough power to beat a kid on a bicycle feels like a cruel joke. If you're buying one, just know that highway merges will require some divine intervention. EV and plug-in hybrid sales skyrocketed 30% globally in January and February, which means more people than ever are making the switch to electrification. Sounds great, right? Well, unless you're Tesla. Because while the entire EV market is growing, Tesla's sales in Europe are doing the opposite, dropping again. This is kind of like being at an all-you-can-eat buffet, but somehow you're the only one going hungry. The reasons? Oh, where do we start? Increased competition from European and Chinese automakers, more government incentives favoring local brands, and Tesla's interesting pricing strategies, aka slashing prices so much that early buyers are rioting. Then there's the Model 3 refresh, which wasn't available in some key European markets when demand was highest. Timing is everything, and Tesla seems to have fumbled the ball on this one. So while the global EV market is thriving, Tesla's European dream, it is looking more like a nightmare. Maybe Elon needs to tweet about it, because that always fixes things, right? Imagine walking into a dealership, dropping a solid chunk of cash on what was supposed to be the future of electric SUVs, and then a few months later, realizing you basically bought a very expensive collector's item from a brand teetering on the edge of oblivion. That's the unfortunate reality for Fisker Ocean owners. Fisker, the EV startup that promised a stylish, affordable alternative to the Tesla Model Y, is now facing serious financial trouble. Delays, supply chain nightmares, and an inability to scale production have left customers frustrated and resale values in free fall. Some owners were already trying to trade in their vehicles, only to find out that dealerships don't even want them because of the uncertainty surrounding Fisker's future. Enter Rivian and Chase, the unexpected heroes of this saga. They're rolling out a buyback program for those who finance their Oceans through Chase, allowing them to return the vehicle instead of being stuck with a depreciating asset from a dying company. But here's the interesting twist. Rivian is offering trade-in incentives to turn Fisker customers into Rivian customers. Now let's be real. Rivian isn't doing this out of pure generosity, they see an opportunity to scoop up disillusioned EV buyers and bring them into the Rivian family. It's a strategic power move. They're essentially saying, hey, sorry your EV dreams got crushed, but we've got something better for you. For Fisker owners, this is a way out before their cars lose even more value. For Rivian, it's a way into a new customer base that might not have previously considered their vehicles. And for Chase, it's damage control, preventing a wave of repossessed Fiskers from flooding the market. So, is this a lifeline for Fisker owners or just a smart business play for Rivian and Chase? The answer is both. But if you're a Fisker owner, you probably don't care. You just want off the sinking ship. In a move that's shockingly logical, one of China's biggest EV manufacturers just gave the US market a hard pass. And honestly, can't blame them. We're talking about BYD, the electric car giant that's absolutely dominating in China, outselling Tesla in several markets, and expanding aggressively into Europe, Latin America, and beyond. But when it comes to the US, they've decided that the juice just ain't worth the squeeze. And why would it be? The US market has become a bureaucratic and logistical nightmare for new foreign automakers. Here's what BYD would have to deal with: massive import tariffs on Chinese-made cars, making them significantly more expensive than domestic competitors. Strict government regulations that would likely force them to build factories in the US before selling cars here. Political drama, because let's be real, any successful Chinese company entering the US right now is going to be met with at least one congressional hearing, questioning if their cars are spying on us. Tesla, Rivian, Ford, and GM already dominating the US EV space, making it a brutal market to enter without a massive competitive edge. So instead of wasting billions trying to fight through these obstacles, BYD is simply going where they're welcome: Europe, South America, and Asia. They're selling thousands of cars in Germany, Norway, and the UK, and expanding at a rate that makes Tesla look slow. This decision isn't about capability. BYD could take on Tesla in the US if the playing field were even slightly fair. But instead, they've done the smart thing and skipped the headache altogether. So for now, Americans won't get to experience their affordable, well-built EVs. But hey, we still have overpriced Teslas and the occasional Lucid Air sighting, right? Tesla used to be untouchable in Europe. The Model 3 and Model Y were absolute sales juggernauts, crushing competitors and making legacy automakers panic. But fast forward to today, and suddenly, Tesla's European dream is looking more like a nightmare. For the 9th month in a row, Tesla's sales in Europe have declined. This isn't just a small dip, it's a downward spiral. Meanwhile, the overall EV market in Europe is growing, meaning Tesla isn't struggling because people aren't buying EVs, they're just buying other brands. So what's going wrong? Let's break it down. Europe loves local brands. European buyers are turning to Volkswagen, BMW, and Mercedes for their EVs. Tesla's early cool factor has worn off and legacy brands have caught up. The competition isn't just catching up, they're offering better deals. European EVs often qualify for government incentives that Tesla models don't. Tesla's decision to delay the new Model 3's European launch left buyers with nothing new to get excited about. Instead, they went with alternatives like the Hyundai Ioniq 5, Polestar 2, or the ID.4. European Tesla owners have been complaining about terrible service experiences. Unlike traditional automakers, Tesla's dealership-free model means long wait times for repairs, parts shortages, and frustrated customers switching brands. European markets are embracing Chinese EV brands, with BYD and MG gaining traction. Their cars are cheaper than Tesla's, often with better range and features. And maybe Elon's political blunders aren't helping. Let's not ignore the Elon factor. While some Tesla fans will follow him off a cliff, others aren't thrilled with his Twitter meltdowns, political hot takes, and unpredictable decision-making. In Europe, where public opinion really matters, Tesla's brand image has taken a hit. Instead of focusing on selling cars, Musk has been busy engaging in political debates, online feuds, and company shakeups, none of which help Tesla's bottom line. So, while Tesla is still dominating in the US, Europe is looking at them like that washed-up pop star who refuses to admit their glory days are over. Elon might need to pull a serious strategy shift if Tesla wants to stay relevant across the pond. If you're a car enthusiast, you know that the NissanZ and Toyota Supra have been sworn rivals since the dawn of time. But now, Nissan just flipped the script by undercutting the Supra's price by a huge margin. We're talking thousands of dollars in savings, money that could go toward modifications, road trips, or keeping up with rising gas prices. The 2025 Nissan Z now starts way below the Supra, making it one of the best performance bargains on the market. And let's be real, the Supra has already been getting side-eye from car fans because of its BMW engine. Sure, it's fast and it handles well, but Nissan just gave buyers a real reason to ditch the Supra for the Z twin-turbo V6 versus BMW inline 6. Both great engines, options, but at a lower price point, the Z feels like a steal. Manual transmission, Nissan is fully embracing the manual life, while Toyota was hesitant to even offer one at first. Classic Z styling, say what you want, but Nissan's retro-inspired design just works. The Supra, well, it still kind of looks like a melted jelly bean. The move by Nissan to aggressively price the Z means Toyota has some decisions to make. They can either lower the Supra's price, which Toyota rarely does, offer more features to justify the price difference, pretend this isn't happening, and hope people keep buying the Supra anyway. Either way, Nissan just threw down the gauntlet, and the ball's now in Toyota's court. One thing's for sure, car enthusiasts just got one heck of a showdown to look forward to. And that, my friends, is the state of the car world today. Tesla's European dreams are fading, Mitsubishi is still making cars, and Nissan just declared war on the Supra. Meanwhile, Fisker owners are getting lifeboats, and China's EV giants are treating the US like a pothole-filled road, best avoided. If you enjoyed this video, hit that like button. If you didn't, hit the dislike button. We can take it. Leave your thoughts in the comments. Which story shocked you the most? And if you want to catch up on previous episodes, I'll leave them up on the screen for you. Seriously, thank you for watching to the end. It means the world to us. Whether you're here for the laughs, the news, or just to hang out, you're part of the Friends with Benefits family. As always, thanks for joining us on this ride. Until next time, keep dreaming, keep driving, and remember, if the car you're driving doesn't make you feel like a superhero, you're driving the wrong one. Friends with Benefits, driving off.